What are your top tips for GRE reading comprehension questions?
Reading for the GRE is not like reading in the rest of your life because you have to read fast and it's dense and it's often stuff you're not naturally super interested in. So first off, do your best to get excited about what you're reading.
My top tip for GRE reading comprehension is not to rush. Be strategic about how you're using your time so that you don't feel like you have to speed read.
Throw your money where the highest return on your investment would be. And that's passages that have multiple questions. So I'm going to put the most effort behind any passage that has 2 or more questions. And that means that I'm probably going to skip, at least initially, any of the passages that only come with 1. Because I like to kind of give myself the budget of 1 minute per question to read.
Read the question stems first. So before you start reading the passage itself, take a peek at the stems and kind of know what elements of the passage you're going to be asked about. And then as I'm reading, I like to answer those questions as I go.
While you're reading, you want to be sure to take a lot of notes. You're probably not going to look at your notes again. It's not so that you have some shorthand version of the passage itself. Instead, the point of the notes is to force you to read really actively.
One of my favorite techniques is to make sure that you're doing 2 reading comprehension passages every single day. 1 old and 1 new.
Starting tonight, get the 5-pound book, open up to the reading comp chapter, and just start with the first passage. Do a passage a night. Maybe do 2 passages a night. It just requires a high volume of practice to improve reading comp.
Get to know the trap answers. As you study, try to pay attention for patterns in the trap answers, things that the GRE does repeatedly to make them wrong.
So answers that have words like always or never or things that just sound really certain, these are usually wrong. I'm not going to guarantee and say they're always wrong, and in fact, they're not always wrong, but you want to put a big red flag next to extreme language and make sure that sort of level of intensity is matched by the text itself before you circle it.
Another big tip for reading comp is just to recognize what they like in a right answer. The right answers are meant to be 100% supported by the passage. Must be true, no matter how they word the question. The author might agree, the passage suggests. Regardless of how they word it, they're looking for something guaranteed by the passage.
If you liked this video, please subscribe. If you have a question, feel free to leave it in the comment. And thanks for watching.